Marvel just can't seem to wrap their little noggins around and fix these disasters that they continue to make. A few days ago, we had Marvel release a new trailer for MPower, which is getting ratioed by many, and we'll be taking a look at the trailer here in a moment. We have also seen shows such as She-Hulk and Miss Marvel have terrible streaming numbers. Yet, on one hand, you continue to see Kevin Feige wanting to double down on all these characters, that the vast majority of the fan base isn't interested in them at the slightest. And we're also starting to see MCU movies starting to underperform at the box office, and the once well-known cash cow for Disney, that being Marvel, is dwindling. Especially with Marvel's Phase 4 being the worst considered phase by many in Marvel's history, tending to focus more on characters that no one wants to see on screen, tending to be female heroes and having the male heroes lay back. Instead, Marvel is pushing these characters that some of them haven't even been popular in the comics to having these major roles on the big screen that they're continuing to push in order to have representation. And what did Marvel decide to do? They decided to create a new series on DisneyPlus for Women's Day, further adding to the MCU agenda that they've been focusing on ever since Phase 4. And what's ironic is ever since they started focusing on that, everything has gone down the gutter when it comes to Marvel. And well, when people don't like something, expect it to get ratioed to the ground, which is exactly what happened to the MPower trailer, having only 11,000 likes to 32,000 dislikes. And people have been telling Marvel what they want for quite a while now, and that is the old Marvel and to be entertained at the end of the day. Because with today's Marvel, it's all about race, gender, and sexuality. I mean, come on, you had the first ever trans actor go on interviews and just talk about being the first ever trans Marvel actor. Not talking about the role, just himself. And that's the thing, it's no longer about the role. It's about having more representation across the board, rather than having good actors who focus on characters that they're playing and not themselves. But that's what happens when Marvel continues to ignore the fan feedback and continues to walk down this path, and it is failing for them tremendously. And with the ratio taking place, the comments are all over Marvel and calling them out on the blatant MCU movement that they're continuing to do, and you're just having people memeing on them at this point, saying this: I love the part where they believe superficial traits make a heroine relatable. Gives me chills every time. You have all these other people who are in Spanish saying that I like the part, but I don't know how to speak Spanish, so yeah, there's that. And then you have other people saying this: I love the part where the most important part about a hero is not their intrinsic characteristics and values, but rather their superficial appearance, incredible messagings to the youth. I love the part when she says, "No, I am your father." So stunning, so brave. And this person nails it on the head. The fact that they put Brie Larson as the face of this over Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, who started it all by actually being a strong character, just says it all. And he is damn right. Everyone loved Black Widow's character, Scarlett Johansson's character, but no one seems to be liking Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. And it is an absolutely wonderful sight to be witnessing. It is just beautiful. And now, let's take a gander at the trailer that Marvel has provided us, sinking more money into it, which most likely no one is going to watch. And Marvel never seems to learn.
We've never seen a world like this, populated with so many different faces and colors. It's a beautiful thing to see. About to show these boys how we do it.
It's come to the point in Marvel that having just male superhero characters is a bad thing, and that you need to have female characters alongside them. And those female characters to either be more smarter or stronger than their male counterparts. It's as if they forgot about Black Widow entirely, because that is how a Marvel female hero character needs to be done.
We're all recognizing that these stories need to be told about women.
And that hasn't been working out in the slightest for you guys. And let's just go back in time, back to 2018, where we had Feige himself say that he envisions where more than half of the superheroes in the MCU are females. And he stuck to the plan, and in Phase 4, we saw just that. And we also saw the degrading of Marvel as a whole. Ain't that funny? Rather than focus on entertaining people or having stories that are intriguing from characters that people want to see, we are seeing the opposite.
Wanda, her vulnerability in her emotional life is when she's at her most powerful.
It's important to recognize yourself. You could watch it and think, people that look like me, we can be superheroes too.
Ah, yes, we're going to have race dictate if people are able to identify with your character. You know what made characters like Captain America and Black Panther relatable? Their values. They both want to defend their home country, and both have a sense of honor and respect towards others. Anyone can relate to that, no matter what race you are. That's the thing that Marvel seems to not understand.
It's so important for women to be behind the scenes as well. We need all those voices at the table. I learned when you are tested, you're stronger, taller, bigger than you thought.
I'm not interested in the glass ceiling. I'm interested in the brick wall. Because if I take down the brick wall, then we can redesign the building. And that's the only way to go forward.
Why would you want to take down a building that is already up, made of bricks, and reimagine that building? It kind of reminds me of the movement of taking down the patriarchy. Maybe that's just me, but she made it sound just like that.
We have the power to represent what the world looks like today.
We can take these characters' motivations and bring it into our own lives, and it empowers us.
MPower, a 4-part series now streaming only on DisneyPlus.
Let's get it! I can already see the record-breaking numbers of watch time and viewers that the series is going to be getting. Perhaps it'll break the top 10 when it comes to the Nielsen numbers. That was all sarcasm, by the way. And it's of time that we were seeing people starting to wake up to all this nonsense that is going on with Marvel, and especially Disney, and people are talking with their wallets and not going to see these movies, and in return, Marvel is faced with lower and lower box office returns, as their priority is representation rather than entertainment and a good storytelling, which is what made previous Marvel phases such a success. And ever since Marvel took a stance in sticking with the MCU movement, fans aren't going to be continuing to stick around much longer. That is a sure thing, and we're already seeing it. And with all that in mind, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.